Good morning, world. A lot of us have those things that are super important to us, so important that you can't figure out how the rest of the world does not see this value. And for couples, sometimes it ends up being that maybe one person sees it, but the other person doesn't. And that often ends up being meaning that one person wants to do something, but the other person does not. And that's why today we're talking about 5 tips for help for getting your spouse to do those things that they may not want to do. First is to talk about it. And not only talk about it, but ask them. Because many people, especially people who've been together for a long time, have this idea that yes, if he loves me, he will know. Unfortunately, when you did your wish list for a spouse, you forgot to add mind reader and you ended up with one of these, humankinds that don't read minds. So you actually have to tell them what it is that you want, what it is that you're asking for. So you have to verbalize everything and you have to verbally ask them, make the request and talk about it. Make sure that they know that this thing is going on, that you want something, that there is something that you want that you're not getting, and ask them what it is that you want them to do. 2 is help them see the value that you place on it, because just because it's important to you does not mean it's as important to them. But simply because it's not important to them does not mean they cannot appreciate it. So helping them see the value of something to you can help your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, develop a level of appreciation, which even though they may not want to do this for themselves, that they are willing and will be able to participate and engage and do it for you. Help them see how important it is to you, even if it is not as important for them. 3 is to create a plan, because when we don't want to do things, it's good to know, okay, there's a starting point and there's an end point, and these are the things that I'm going to have to do. If you have a plan and they can see it's not some lifetime commitment, they don't have to put in the next 3 years. If they can see that, it's easier for them to at least engage and, help. It gives you a better shot at getting them to do those things that you want. So create a plan, which leads to the next step, which is start taking steps, start acting on your plan. It's easier to get someone to do something when you are already engaged and you are already doing things, as opposed to when you're just sitting there telling them, hey, you need to do this, I need you to do that. So not only you create the plan, but you actually start taking action so that they can join you instead of having to get up and go and start themselves. And finally, appreciate and reward them. Especially when you don't want to do something, it's nice to know that it is appreciated and it's nice to be rewarded for them. I'm not saying you have to go and buy some expensive gift, but if this is your spouse, someone you've been with, you should know a few ways of pleasing them that you can use. Just find something that you know they like, something you know they'll enjoy, something that will bring a smile to their face, and do that for them as a thank you for doing whatever it is that, they didn't exactly want to do, but they did for you. That's pretty much it. So talk about it. Make sure you ask them clearly, verbally ask them to do something, whatever it is. Help them understand the value of it to you, because they may not share that value. And 3, create a plan so that they know, okay, this is what it starts, this is what I have to do, this is when it ends. Start taking steps, because it's easier for the person to join in than to get up and start acting on their own. And finally, appreciate and reward them, because it's nice to be appreciated. And of course, rewards make people do things. That's it. Good morning, world. Have a great day.